Ladies and gentlemen, XWA Universe, welcome to the first broadcast of the XWA on YouTube in high definition. 3X at ringside with you, and we have what is going to be one of the biggest exhibition matches in XWA history, as making his way to the ring, a legend in his own right. Hailing from Berlin, Germany, Magnus Von Schwartz. Without question, one of the most physically impressive superstars, not only in the XWA, but perhaps in all of core wrestling combined. This man, at 52 years of age, has more ring experience, more technical know-how, and more physical presence than men half his age in the XWA and in any other territory there is. Former pure champion, this man is one of the best in the world, and his opponent tonight is the best in the world. The undefeated, undisputed XWA World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time this season, you are witness to the God King himself, Orion. A man who has not tasted defeat since joining the XWA. Never pinned, never submitted, and of course, the current world champion, who is currently having an issue with another king in his own right, the king of violence, Riot, who has made it very clear and has been very vocal that he wants a chance, a shot at the world champion Orion, a challenge that the champion has yet to accept or even acknowledge thus far. And a lot of people are saying that Riot just may very well be the biggest threat to the title reign of Orion. But that remains to be seen, considering who it is that he's going to be facing here tonight, who in my opinion is just as capable of dethroning the God King for that World Heavyweight Championship belt, nestled around his waist as it has been for the past 10 months now. And now, let's take a look at the tale of the tape between these two men. The senior Magnus Von Schwartz, giving up a lot of weight, but still very similar styles between these two men. Both powerful and very technically sound. And of course, Magnus a two-time pure champion, and Orion undefeated and world champion here in the XWA. So these two men standing in the ring for the first time ever, facing each other off. And a collar and elbow tie up to start things off. Front headlock now. And a knee to the gut by the champion, who follows in with another headlock. Sidearm lock now. And Magnus Von Schwartz quickly reverses. Now Von Schwartz taking the initiative. Front headlock, reversed into a side headlock by Orion. And that gets reversed by Von Schwartz. Like I said, these two men, despite their size and their imposing physiques, are probably two of the most technically sound big men in all of core wrestling. And feeling each other out here. Very well versed, both of these men, in amateur style Greco-Roman wrestling, which is why you're seeing so many reversals early on. These guys are very skilled, and there you see more of that skill by Von Schwartz, reversing that shoulder into one of his own. And now vintage Magnus here. Orion perched onto the top turnbuckle and takes a headbutt to the gut and a kick to the small of the back. Side headlock now by Von Schwartz. and a Sambo side takedown, followed by that battering ram style headbutt of his, and a high angle European uppercut to boot. Magnus Von Schwartz, versed in combat, uses every single part of his body as a weapon, but maybe went a little too overzealous there. Orion, now, after that beautiful flying clothesline, and keep in mind the man is almost 350 pounds, flying through the air like that, taking the initiative now. T-bone suplex and now a side headlock. Hoisting Magnus up now, high and tight, is the vertical suplex by the World Heavyweight Champion Orion, and follows with a back suplex now, and a quick cover, 2, and only gets a 2 count after that brief onslaught. Now Orion with another kick to the gut, and another vicious clothesline at lariat, sickening thud to Magnus. A second one, and now an elbow right into the gut of the man from Berlin, Germany, who now quickly reverses into a front headlock himself. Taking the back now is Magnus, and another one of those signature headbutts right to the back of Orion's neck, and an elbow to follow up, same spot, and a big boot takes the champion down. Magnus now with a shot followed by Orion, and now both men trading blows here. Neither one of them known for their striking, but hey, if they're gonna throw bombs, I say let them. Magnus whipping Orion to the ropes, and now a clothesline and showing off to the crowd. He is feeling it right now. And another Sambo takedown. And Von Schwartz now applying a bow and arrow lock. But just look at the thickness, the sheer width of the chest of Orion. It's a miracle. I don't even know how Magnus is even able to hold that submission maneuver on as long as he did. But Orion quick to pop up after it. That physique of the God King, so impressive. It's so hard to gauge whether or not you're even doing damage to him. And after the suplex, Orion following up, answering back with a claw hold, a submission hold of his own, very unique here, digging right into the nerve endings of the shoulder, right by the neck, close to the carotid arteries. This is not a very pleasant position to be in. But Magnus manages to counter out of that, cutting him down. And following up with a submission of his own. Back to back submissions here. And Von Schwartz has the STF applied center of the ring. He's got this hold locked in, ladies and gentlemen. But I don't know just how much damage this is doing to Orion. As I said before, just when you think you've got him, you don't. And that's been a secret to his success. And after that exchange, both of these men standing toe-to-toe. Another collar and elbow tie-up here. And Orion, with the Irish whip, slips behind into a German suplex. I don't quite think Orion knew what it was that he was getting himself into when he decided he wanted to take this match. But he's got a pretty good idea of that now, facing off against Magnus Von Schwartz, who has thus far matched him hold for hold. Like I said before this match began, ladies and gentlemen, Magnus is the type of competitor who just very may well be capable of upending and dethroning the God King, not only in terms of his undefeated streak, but for the World Championship itself. And now Von Schwartz with another STF locked in, but it's not as tight as the one that he had applied before. I don't think he's got the arms, the forearms underneath the chin as deep as he did when he applied it the first time against Orion. And now the God King countering out of it once again. Quickly back to his feet. And now an Irish whip. And another one of those vicious lariats. Boy, that is a scintillating blow right there. And a knee right to the forehead of the man who calls himself the king of sport, who now is hoisted up and dropped down into the center of the mat with that beautiful, powerful front power slam. And Orion showing off to the crowd himself. He is a physically imposing and impressive individual, to say the least. The pinnacle of this sport. The pinnacle of the XWA. And now, showing off exactly what it is. That power, delivering the ascension. A signature move. Front face buster, center of the ring, and a cover. 2. Only getting a 2 count, however. But what a maneuver that is. How high he could hoist up a man as big as Magnus Von Schwartz, pushing 300 pounds himself. Simply amazing. But Magnus now, following up after that reversal, driving the knee right into the face of Orion. Side headlock now. And a European uppercut to take the champ down. To the ropes and another big boot. Canker kick. Right to the face of Orion. And now, looked like he was going for the STF again, but no. Pulls back and applies a Romero special. But doesn't hold it very long. Just kind of softening his man up, I guess. And an exploder suplex to follow up. Magnus now, I think he is sensing that he might have very well have done some significant damage to the champion. And that will definitely do significant damage to the champion. The signature belly-to-belly suplex of Magnus Von Schwartz. And that is usually the setup for this. The broken will. Down goes Orion. Broken will, center of the ring. We could just very well be witnessing history in the making here. Cover by Magnus. And only gets a 2 count. Somehow, Orion managed to get the shoulder up. Orion now applying a front headlock of his own. Maybe trying to catch a breather, buy himself some time here after taking that broken will. And now once again, Magnus up and down with a vertical suplex. But how much did that take out of the champion? It looks as if he has definitely taken some damage to his midsection there. Another one of those discus clotheslines, however. And again, up goes Magnus. Orion stalling, pumping, showing off that power and dropping him down once again with another vertical suplex. That's got to have done some damage to Magnus. And now, a abdominal hold there. Fundamental amateur wrestling maneuver there demonstrated by the God King, the World Heavyweight Champion, who seems to be slowing the pace down now. Applying a torture rack, once again displaying that impressive upper body strength of his. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Magnus Von Schwartz is not a small man by any stretch of the imagination, but he is being hoisted up here like a sack of potatoes by the world champion, applying pressure with this torture rack. And now Magnus somehow manages to flip himself out and drops the champ down with a DDT counter move. Magnus Irish whipping the champion and delivers that front kick that folded Orion over good there. And so did that one. Another high angle European uppercut. Scintillating maneuver there by Magnus. Applying another side headlock and pushing the champion into the corner. Once again now, hoisted up onto the shoulders. And a good tactic is one that you can use multiple times. Another one of those combinations. And Magnus Von Schwartz gaining momentum again. Underhook And another one of those brutal belly-to-belly suplexes. Von Schwartz now picking the champion up once again. A second broken will delivered by Magnus Von Schwartz. And what's going on here? It looks like he might be trying to go for a third one now. Yes, he is. A third broken will. Two of them back to back. This has got to be it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody has taken it to the champion the way that Magnus Von Schwartz has right now. We could be seeing the first loss in the career of the God King here in the XWA. 2. No. Magnus, somehow, I don't know how it is that he managed to pull off 2 broken wills. But Orion kicked out, and now both men trading shots. He's got to figure out something. Oh God. Maybe not. A counter move right there by Orion. And now a second ascension delivered by the champion. Face first goes Magnus Von Schwartz. And now the punishment of God delivered by the champion. Orion's got the momentum in his favor now, and when he sees it, he seizes the opportunity. Kick to the gut. And we know what this is. This is the fall of Olympus. That high angle crucifix powerbomb that has spelt the end of every opponent Orion has faced. And will it be the end of Magnus Von Schwartz's night? 1, 2, yes. Orion victorious once again, but this was not an easily fought match for the champion. Starting off with both men feeling each other out. Reversal after reversal, showing off that amateur wrestling skill. And then Orion showing off his power. Magnus showing off his technique. Trying to slow things down with submission moves. Back to back with both competitors. With hold after hold. And then Magnus delivering not 1, not 2, but 3 broken wills to the champion, trying to take the man down, but it was not enough. Punishment of God, and then the fall of Olympus delivered by Orion sealed the deal, and the world champion is still undefeated in competition here in the XWA. These fans not too happy with the results, but it is what it is. And give all the credit in the world for Magnus for taking it to Orion in a way that I don't think anybody else has so far in the XWA. Orion now celebrated, stepping out of the ring. But wait, what the? Oh my God, Riot! That is Riot, ladies and gentlemen. He was under the ring? Was he under the ring the entire time? Attacking Orion. A blind side. These fans have no idea what's going on, and now both men trading shots on the rampway. Riot now. Oh God, no. He is not going to do what I think he's going to do. Oh my God.